Okay, let me know if there's sound now because I turned on my tiny microphone. Can you hear me with the tiny microphone? Hey, look at me. I'm leveling up. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Okay, we're just gonna wait a couple minutes as we like to do. Like I said, let everybody get notified that we are on and live. Welcome, welcome. How are we this morning? Tressa, good morning. How are we doing? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, hello, Treehouse. How are we doing this morning? Okay. Good morning, everybody. So, as we like to know, I like to do a little bit of a collective reading first, but we wait just a couple minutes. I don't know where my clock is behind me. Oh, yeah, it's only a little bit. We'll just wait just a little bit just to get people going while I'm shuffling the cards. All right. Hello, Angel's Ice House. How are we? All right. I don't know how many people will get going today. Let's see, right? Okay. Oh, we got them jumping already. So, got some cards jumping. Shuffling our deck. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hello. I am Lady Scarlet, and welcome to your Tarot Tuesday reading. I've got a different background, as you can see. I've brought you into my kitchen area so you can sit and see our tea space. So this is where I like to sit and have tea in the morning when I relax. And we're going to change some stuff up. I'm very well, Tressa. Thank you. How are you? Very, very good. Okay, so here we are this morning. I'm Lady Scarlet. Hopefully y'all grabbed your cup of tea because that's the whole point, right? We're going to take a little tea break this morning. So take a little sip of our tea. So make sure you got your morning beverage. Oh, I'm totally excited for the lunar eclipse on Friday. I'm very, very excited. I think it's on Thursday, though. The 13th, isn't it? Either way, we have a full moon total eclipse coming up, which means our sound therapy on Saturday is going to be really awesome. Full moon sound therapy. And I think we should be doing it live in person if anybody wants to join. I will be putting some of that information out. Obviously, we do it live on the social medias here, but I'm talking about live in person. And so we'll see how that's going to go, if our weather's going to hold out, because after that, we're definitely going to start doing them every single full moon in person. We'll have little flash mobs and stuff, but that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about our tarot and tea. So hopefully you've got your coffee, your tea, because we're going to get started. It's already been long enough. And we always like to join and start with our Reiki cards. So first and foremost, welcome. Hi, I'm Lady Scarlet. It's nice to see you. It's nice to have you come join with me today to your Tarot and Tea Tuesday reading. Okay, so we're going to pull our collective cards first. And I always like to clear our collective, which is using a couple Reiki cards. And of course, they just jumped out. Let me grab them. Fell on the floor here. All right. Okay, we're going to use these because they jumped out. So clearly that is our reading for today. And of course, when you see and hear these cards, you are immediately attuned to them. So, and that chakra is cleared. So our first one is our third eye, Ta, the angel of light. And our second one is root chakra, Katrasan, to bring in the light. Okay. The angel of light to bring in the light. That is our Reiki chakra cards. And now you are aligned and your third eye and your root are now cleansed. Alrighty. Now we are going to do our angel cards for our collective reading because they always give a nice collective reading. And then if anybody has any questions, we'll go into some questions. Miss Peachy's sitting right next to me. I got a peachy dog. Okay, so this is for our collective reading. We're going to do our fairy cards. I love the fairy cards. They tell it just the way that it is, and it gets us in tune to Mother Earth and kind of our inner child a little bit. So that is why we pull these wonderful Reiki cards.
Just doing a muffin piece?
Uh-huh. I'll eat a muffin. Good morning. Okay. So our inner card.
Got another friend right here today.
Hi. I have all the friends. Hi. German Shepherd right here. She wants my muffin. Okay. So, yeah, bring a chair, pull up, sit next to me. Be my right hand man. Everybody always likes your energy. Okay, y'all. Here we go with our fairy card reading. Oh, sweet. Your reading yesterday was inner child work as well. Perfect.
Good morning.
Oh. Trust your intuition.
Thought I'd come say hi to you. I'm sitting over to the right today.
Trust your intuition.
Small space. Hello, everybody.
That is our first one.
Morning.
Hello, good morning, Trey Hinkley. How are we this morning? Okay, so here we go.
A lot of your friends and followers here, huh?
Not as many today. I think we only have 3 on today. 3 to 5. But that's okay. We don't need to have a large collective. That's not the point. Anybody that needs to get the reading, hi. Anybody that needs to get a reading can stop by. Okay, so we've got trust your intuition. Rise above problems. Rise above problems. Good morning, Krishma. How are we? Yeah, rise above your problems. Okay. Let's see, what else is our fairy cards going to tell us today for our collective? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Inner child work, very, very important. We want to start integrating lunar eclipses as we're going to be having this week. We're having a full moon lunar eclipse. It's amazing. These are unpredictable. Let's go with that one. It's poking out. Laughter. Do we all need a little bit of laughter this week? Lighten some things up. Okay. Rise above our problems and then give a little laughter. Sounds like we're releasing some stuff and trusting our intuition. Okay. Good morning, Brooklyn. How are we? Okay, so let's go with another one of our fairy cards for our collective reading. And then we'll get to see if anybody has any questions. If not, then we'll just keep pulling cards. But here's our fairy cards for our inner child work. Inner child work is really good. So during this lunar eclipse, anywho, they can be very unpredictable. So normally you don't want to do any real heavy work. No manifestations. You do not want to manifest during lunar eclipses. Okay. So that's what this reading is going to be. You want to sit back. You want to relax. You want to release, and you want to get prepared. Okay. Prepared for the spring equinox. So this week is not going to be about doing work. Okay. At all. Good morning, Misty Keach. How are we? So this week is not going to be about doing work at all. We are not going to be journaling. We're not going to be shadow working. We are not going to be doing any of that. I need you to rest, reset, and release, and have positive expectations. How about that? I think that's a pretty good fairy read for our collective. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Good morning, Miss Weirdo. We have our third eye chakra, Ta, angel of light. Third eye chakra is now cleansed. We've got root chakra, Katrasan, to bring in the light. That is your root chakra. That is now balanced and cleansed. Our fairy card collective, trust your intuition. Rise above your problems. Find laughter and joy so that you can have your positive expectations. That's it. That's our collective reading for our full moon lunar eclipse this week. Okay? So just ride this wave. Don't do any heavy work, no heavy manifestations. Just trust your intuition. Rise above any problems that you have by trusting your intuition. Is your intuition telling you something about a problem that you are having, a person, a place, a thing? Doesn't matter. Rise above it. Trusting your intuition, rise above it. Find your laughter. Laughter is the key. Laughter and love is the key to change everything. And expect your positive outcomes, positive expectations, keeping it light. So even though we're releasing stuff, having that light inside your body while you're going through all of this total lunar eclipse business. Have positive expectations that when we come out through this week and through this energy, that you will be on your timeline that you need to and be ready to do work at that point. So right now we're just going to be relaxing. Okay. So that is, oh, thank you. So that is our collective reading for today. And now we're going to start pulling cards. So hopefully anything happens, anything goes at this point. If you have one question, we're going to be doing the angel cards. I always love reading angel cards, oracle cards over tarot, but Oracle Card Tuesday doesn't sound fun. So Tarot TL sounds a little bit better, rolls off the tongue. Anywho, our angel oracle cards tell it just the way it is. Good morning, Judy Marcus 776. Teresa, I see that question. We're going to get right to it. I love the oracle cards. They tell it the way it is. They don't give plain answers, as any reading ever would. It validates your intuition. It validates your heart center. So what it's going to do is, if your question and you have a feeling in your heart what that answer might be, these questions will help validate it. It doesn't give you a plain black answer, black and white answer. They just don't work like that. But it intunes to our Christ light and our higher self, and it gives us the information. If the card doesn't exactly make sense, that's okay. Resonate with it and sit with it. It might be asking a deeper question or answering a deeper question that you weren't really thinking about, okay? So, and if it really just has no application, I will pull one card, which I normally don't do, but I certainly don't want to hand somebody a card that has nothing to do with that question that they have at all, because that would just seem counterproductive. So we have our first question at this point. And good morning, Newt Morris. How are we? Okay, so we're Tressa. Does Wes have romantic feelings for me? This is always a good question. We always get like wonderful questions like this. Now, romance can be a little bit fleeting because, of course, being in love with somebody or being sexually attracted to them can happen at any moment, in or out, even if you're in a long-term relationship. So if this is something new and the card seems a little bit strange or doesn't give you the full answer, don't worry about that, because it's just reflecting on what your inner heart is telling. So it will usually call you out. These cards love to call you out and kind of like stick it to you. So here we go. Okay, Tressa, does Wes have romantic feelings for me? Let's see what the cards say today. Our card that jumped out, Tressa, is compassion. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So, does he have romantic feelings for you? The card is telling you to find compassion and softening your heart. What are your boundaries for your romance? Is it just going to be something kind of fun? Or did you want to develop a relationship? Because romance can be a tricky question, like I said. So soften your heart to the situation, open yourself up. If you want romance to come in, start setting those boundaries, start bringing that information in, but not till after the lunar eclipse, not till about 3 days after, okay? Because we don't want some erratic stuff happening, all right? So absolutely, you're right. Okay, just right now you're friends, perfect. So if you're just friends for right now and you're curious, open that heart. If you open that heart, maybe he's thinking the same thing, okay? And you can actually have that come and build that cord. So open your heart, soften, keep with respect and boundaries towards your situation and all the people involved, okay? And you'll see what happens after that. And you can build. And while you're building, make sure, you're welcome, make sure that you set your boundaries. You know what your worth is. You're not willing to compromise. You're not willing to do anything like that, okay? Good morning, Joe. Joe Jolly. Okay, I've got this. It pulled out. Okay, Simply Kennedy. I was just going to pull this, and you actually asked a question exactly at the same time. So this is your card. What is something I should focus on for my aesthetic journey with all my interviews? Your card is creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen in a book. So I want you to do some autonomic writing. I want you to sit down and meditate and start writing in a little bit of a journal and see what comes through and meditate on that, because the angels are telling you that you need to write down your thoughts in a journal. So we'll be manifesting that. See, you were just thinking about journaling. Told you, cards call you out. Cards will call you out. Okay, so start journaling and you will see what will start to roll with what you need to do with that, okay? Because your brain knows what it's doing. It just needs to have it put on paper so you can see. If you're very analytical, if you're very structured, writing is a really good way. It's a good form. It's also a very good way to release what no longer serves you. So you can do that. You can also write down, like I said, your manifestations or your objects or your goals, but don't do too much manifesting again during this lunar eclipse this week and 3 days after. So wait till Monday to do any manifestation work or anything like that. Just do releasing right now. These lunar eclipses are, see, we got these jumping everywhere. Tenchi 248, hello, welcome. Okay, whoever needs this, here you go. Welcome, Mike. Good morning. Remember who you are. You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of the universe. You are very loved. Who needed to hear that? Okay. Whoever was thinking, that's your card. Remembering who you are. This also goes to Tressa and to Simply Kennedy. Remembering who you are through your interviews. Don't put a mask on. Relationships, building romance, don't put a mask on. Be who you are. Be true to yourself, your authentic self. If they can't take it, they didn't need you in the first place. Okay, so remember who you are. Nothing. Okay, we're just going to keep pulling cards. If anybody has a question, go ahead and throw me a question, y'all. I'll pull a card for you. Random. If not, we're just going to keep pulling collective cards for a little bit. This one doesn't want to go in. This one's spent for somebody. Here we go. This is it. If it's you two having this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful collective energy, here we go. Have confidence. Okay. Please, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Have confidence. Okay? Everybody, the whole collective, have some confidence. Have confidence, especially through this eclipse, while you're releasing what no longer serves you. It's a great way to release old patterns, old thought systems, old belief systems, breaking through any conformity that you've been working through, starting shadow work, doing inner child work, which is what we're doing. Just kind of closing off and shutting down and releasing what no longer serves you. Okay, these are very, very important things to do during this time frame, and it'll help you. What you don't want to do is doing any manifestation, any asking, because it's too erratic. Lunar eclipses are erratic, and you won't get the information that you want. It'll be all over the place. So it's time to just shut down, relax, release, renew. That's it. Good morning, Fat Pog Rosie. I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Okay, keep your eyes on your targeted intention, y'all. Are we going for something? A new job? A romance, possibly? Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action toward realizing my dreams. This is really good too. Good morning, J2 on 2. How are we this morning? All right. Good morning, Miracle 1507. Okay, so keep your eyes on your targeted intention, right? Stay focused. Stay focused. Who needed to hear that? Got a little question about that? Got to know that, right? Oh, here we go. Clear your space. Time to clear your space. There, buddy. Get rid of clutter, clear energy around you, and use feng shui. Ooh, I just did this spring cleaning. That is a very Nordic tradition. It's not just Nordic, obviously, it's been spread across the world. Anyway, you open up those windows, let all that fresh air in, get that stagnant energy from the winter out, get rid of old clothes, shoes, furniture, books, anything that's cluttering physically. Get rid of. It is time. It's spring. It's time to clear out anyway. Also, using feng shui. Okay, if you don't know too much about feng shui, here it goes. Really simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Move 27 things. Seriously, just move them. And no, you can't just go like, I moved it and then I moved it back. No, you want to move 27 things. Now, if you have a collection that's in something, each one of those things is 27 things. So if I move this whole thing right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you catch my drift? So if I took this whole thing and I moved it to another location, I have moved 27 things. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to move stuff off my walls. No, you don't have to. Move your knick-knack paddywhacks, okay? Just move them around. Throw a pillow in a different area. Throw a blanket on the end of your corner of your couch where you don't normally do. Just move 27 things, and this will start to flow the energy in your house. So not only do you want to clear it, but move some stuff around, and there you go. You have cleared your space. Now, if this needs to go towards emotional baggage, then declutter your emotional baggage, which is as perfect what to do during this lunar eclipse, okay? So you want to release what no longer serves you. Old thought patterns, old belief systems, old loves, hurts, pains, anything, any conformity that somebody's told you that you need to stay in. That's what you want to clear and declutter. Any negative coping mechanisms. All of these things can declutter your mind and your heart. And if you don't know how to do that, start simply by coming here and joining a nice little tarot reading with somebody, or a sound therapy or meditation. Now, that's really hard for some people to really digest or think of because we can't shut down in this day and age. But let me tell you, the simplicity of listening to some beats, some sound frequencies, crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, or being taken on a guided meditation can really clear your heart center and your brain and really shut things down. So clear your mind and your heart and your energy, but also clear your physical space during this time, okay? And that's as a collective. And sometimes it's hard to do. And maybe we don't have 3 days of our own to do it by ourselves, but a little bit at a time. Take one room at a time for the next couple of days. Like I said, during this lunar eclipse, you're not going to want to be manifesting. You're not going to want to be doing stuff to like bring in you don't want to bring anything in. Let go, release, okay? So through the next week or so, because I believe the full moon is on Thursday the 13th. And so you want 3 days after that, because you will get the full moon eclipse energies 3 days before, the day of, and then 3 days after. Full moon, eclipse, equinox, any of the wonderful things, you will always have about a 7-day window of where that energy is going to be really popping. Okay. So again, no bringing in, release, clear, let go. Okay. And 2 jumped out. So here we go. I don't know. Sensitivity. You're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself. Do you ever find this time of the year is a little bit more sensitive? That is because it's the other veil. Easter, the spring equinox. That is the other veil. The one veil starts around Samhain, which is Halloween, okay, or the fall equinox, or that's not the equinox, a fall solstice, excuse me. That is where the darker frequencies come through. Halloween, that's why we dress up, so that we can interact with those frequencies and they can enjoy us on earth. And then the apex of the energies is actually Christmas time, okay, where we want to bring in love and light. And then the ending of our entirety of the veil being open is Easter. And this is when we do crossover. And this is where we have more Christ light coming through. So we have those energies that like to come and join us. And that's where we have a lot of our loved ones. And we think about Christ and the whole resurrection and all of that. That is around our spring equinox, which is for you to feel sensitive. So if you're feeling your loved ones coming by, giving you little messages, a butterfly, a coin, a feather, a song, a scent, anything, know that you're feeling that because they're open to come in and say hi to us right now through this next little bit. Okay. So you are sensitive and trust your intuition on that. Okay. The other one, courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, right? Who needs that? We all need a little bit of courage every once in a while, especially if we're going through interviews, if we want to maybe break into a romance from a friend, whatever it is, have the courage to do it. You've got your strength, feel it inside you. You've got it. Trust yourself and step into your own power, right? So this is very important, very, very important. Good morning, Katie Mullins, SX. Good morning. Let's see, Sarah, official social media. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more collective polls here, and then I think we are going to skedaddle for the morning. It's already been 30 minutes, and I've only answered 2 questions, but I've done a nice collective reading here. So let's pull. Oh, coming out of here. And is it spring where you're at? Is it beautiful? Is it sunny? Oh, there she is. Bing, bang, bong. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. I feel like this is a little bit my card. Maybe that was my energy pulling. I'm stepping into my authenticity right now. The 2025, I'm stepping into it. You're going to see a lot more tarot, a lot more sound healing, a lot more guided meditation, because that's where I feel my energy is being called. Teach and learn. Learn something new. My husband just taught my oldest daughter how to paint a car. They fixed our 55 and she learned how to mix the paint. And he's an excellent teacher. So even in your own life, maybe you're teaching your dog a new trick. Maybe you learned a new cooking technique. It does not matter. If you have any information, knowledge is power. Teach it to somebody. Keep an open mind and let it express, and maybe you will find your student. Either way, we're all teachers, but we're all students. We never master our art because the master becomes the student becomes the master, and it's a beautiful symbiotic relationship. Anyway, there you go. I hope you all really enjoyed our little Tarot and Tea Tuesday today. Join me next Tuesday at 10 for our next collective reading. And if you'd like to throw out a question, I will always do a 1-question poll. Join us on Saturday at 6 for a sound therapy. It is going to be our full moon ceremony, which we love our full moon ceremonies. And hit like, follow. I have a subscribe button where we have a community and we're going to be doing lots of fun stuff, private tarot readings, private sound and guided therapies that you will not get on our regular lives. I will have a little bit of a book club where we will do some healing books that we'll talk about. I've got some great books. Good morning, Ashmore, Big Daddy. How are you this morning? I've got some great books that'll help kind of move inner child work. So we'll go through some of that. So if you'd like to, hit the subscribe button on TikTok and look out for Patreon. I'll be opening up a Patreon too if you'd like to go there. So either the TikTok subscription or the Patreon subscription. We'll have a nice community where you can find all sound therapies, guided meditations, tarots, private, wonderful private community where we'll do our own thing, subscribers only. And I will always put the replay of any sound therapy I have on there. I don't necessarily re-put the tarot cards because that's in the fly of the moment. Good morning, Brina. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Good morning, happy hippo. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry you're joining at the very last minute. Hopefully you can see a little bit earlier. Anywho, thank you for joining. See you next Tuesday at 10. Make sure you got your cup of tea for your tarot reading. Saturday at 6 for our sound therapy, guided meditation, whatever we're doing. I don't know. It's a full moon ceremony this week. So have a wonderful day, and I will repost our collective reading this today. So you guys will be able to see the collective reading in a little bit. All right. So have a wonderful day. See you next time. You're loved. You're wanted. You've got a friend in me. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining. Bye.